Hello guys, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are doing amazing great. Um this is the part 2 of our tutorial video on how to use pixelLab elements. Yes. We stop at um um we stop on how to use moving tools and color. So we begin from there again. This is the relative position. How you can use this relative position is assuming you type a word. Let me type a word, like a normal word, which is standard. Let's say standard. So this is what I tapped. So I want to place it at the middle of my artboard. The easiest way to do that is by placing it is by tapping this midpoint. You see, it's placed it at the midpoint of the up side. Why if I type on this, it will place it at middle of my artboard. Can you see? Assuming you're also typing, you also type the word and you want to place it at the middle of this downside, you will tap this thing, this one, you tap it. So you place it at the middle, you tap OK. That's the function of the relative position. And the function of this to the front, to the back, and copy. These three functions, they work similar. Their work are similar, but they are different in some aspects. Okay, let me explain. By importing any image here, you see, so I want to import this. You see, I import this, so I've used it to cover it. So the best thing you can do is this one is at what at the front. Why this what is at the back? So this to the front means if you want to turn that standard, you want to move it to the front. You understand? If you want to move it to the front, that's you check your timeline. This is your timeline. So you tap on this standard and you move to the text. You see, this in this deals with the shape, and this will deals with the text. You see, before I can do anything with the text, I have to move to this text. So I will now tap onto the font. You see, it's bring it what to the front. You see, so after that, the next thing you do is what, to tap on the time on this layer again. It will take off the timeline. You see, that's how to use that tools. So to the back also, if you want to turn it to the back, if you want to, what about the copy tools? The copy tools is useful when the copy tools is useful when you want to copy exact word. You see, if you copy it like this, you copy it exact the same thing. What anything you have add to it, it will copy it exact the same thing. Assuming you add a shadow to this one now, you see, you add 3D shadow to it. You see, so, and you also add normal inner shadow to make it look somehow. You decrease the blur. As if now tap on the copy, you see, it's copy what, it's copy the same thing with it. So um this back button, I'm coming to explain all the I will explain that one. So this size means if you want to increase or decrease the size of the text. You see, it's increase and decrease. And there's one thing you can use to make it professional. You can use this dot. You see this, you can use to resize to anything. But if we are using, like, if you are using like 40, like 90, let me use that 90 as an example. If you are using 90 for a particular group of word, so you have to size it to 90. So you use this to, what you can automatically do is like using your hand. You see, so the next one is paddling. You see, if you want to this padding is useful when you use when you turn a word to italics form. We are coming to that side. I will come back to this padding to make it understand. So let's move to texture. You see this texture. The meaning of this texture is, if you want to change this texture of this text, if you want to add some color to it, like, let me particularize it so that you understand. You see this texture, tap on this, and you tap on the anything you want to add to make it add as texture. You see that you see this, so tap on OK. You see it's added as texture. Instead of white, it turn it to what, to this thing. And if you want to delete it, you will delete, you tap on this delete icon. You see it delete it. If you want to add it, you add another one. Are you getting me? So you add another one, you tap on the mark, you see it add another what, another texture. You can change the scale. You see, so the next thing, the next tool is what, opacity. Opacity is um if you type a particular word and you want to make it more show, or you want to make it unnoticed, as in you want to make it not clear enough, you see, I've reduced the opacity. That's the function of it. If you want to make it to affect the shadow, maybe you have add shadow to the standard, to the word, and you want to make it to affect the shadow, you see. So the next tool is what, rotate. This is used to rotate. If you want to rotate the word, you see, it will rotate them. Any angle you want to rotate it, it will rotate. So this mask is used for cutting. If you want to cut, maybe you want to cut add ARD from this standard to change the meaning, you know, it will change the meaning. So you see it cut it, and if you want to cut it in any way, you can cut it anyhow. So if you tap on mark, you see it cut it, but it cuts what is inside the circle. Can you see this mask? It cuts what, it cuts what is inside the circle. And if you want it to cut what is outside the circle, you tap on this out. You see it automatically changes it to what, to outside. And that's how to use it. And if you want to move it, if you want to move this this mask, you tap on this. You see, that's when you can move it around. You see, you can move it around instead of using this thing. You see, that's the usefulness of this, of it. So the next one is what is fonts. Yes, if you want to change these fonts, if you want to change the fonts, you tap on fonts. You want to change how it was right. You know there are 5 type of fonts. Yes, you can search it on Google. There are 5 type of fonts. So if you want to change the fonts, and if you don't know how to install fonts to your pixelLab, I uploaded a video on how to install fonts to your pixelLab. You can check on my pages, on my page, you get it. Like, you see, I changed the font to, you can choose any font. These are, and also in that video I dropped 5,000 link to download 5,000 fonts. You can download it and install, you can watch that video and install it to your pixelLab. It's a simple thing. Just watch it, you understand on how to install it. You see, this I got like 10,000 fonts, so I can choose anyone I like. I can choose this. You see, I can choose this, I can choose this, I can choose this. So you choose anyone. That is the function of the font sub element. So this style is useful if you type like you want to make it bold. You see that B stand for bold. You see it make it bold. Why this I stand for italics? Normal computer language, you understand, this was italics, and this was underline the word. It has underlined it, but it did not show. Can you see? It did not show. I underlined it but it did not show. If you want to make it show, you have to go to the paddling. This paddling, that's when I want to explain paddling. Or you now go to this paddling, so you will make it to show. So this italics, if you want to cancel, maybe you have tapped on the this board, and you tap on this italics, and you want to cancel the changes, you tap on t this t you see it cancel all the changes, and you tap your mark and move. If you want to make it curve, you see it will blend it. Can you see? To any percentage, maybe you want to make it just bend it. This thing is useful when you are designing emblem logo, like for a school or for a company or anything. That's the function of this. That's the main thing people are using it to do. So the next one is what? Background. If you want to change the background, as in you want to make this text to have background. If you want to make this text to have background, so you tap on this mark, you see it has background automatically. So you can change the color of the background from black to green. You tap on this color, it will change the background color. You can also use gradients for the background. You see see you can also form your gradient. This is the gradient means you want to use like two you want to use you want to use combination of two or more colors, you understand. So this is my first color picker, and this is my second color picker. So you use your first color picker and you tap on this color. How to use the color picker? This is the first color picker. You want to change the color to what? This color. You now tap on this color. You see it automatically tap on it. You see tap on it here. You now tap on this color icon. You tap on it, so you can change it. You see you change it, and you tap on the second color picker. You want to change the color. So maybe you want to add more than two color also, you now tap on this plus. It will add another color picker. Can you see it add another color picker? And if you want to minus a color picker, you will just tap on that color picker, and you tap on this minus. Can you see? That's the work of it. So if you want to add another color picker, add it, and also edit the color. You see, it depends on, you see, that's how to use it. It's very simple. You tap on OK. You see it has what? Three color as its background. If you want to change, if you want to make, the color background has what? It has a rectangular shape. If you want to change it to radius, to be in circle form, you see it's it turn it to circle form. So you cannot change this, the left padding, the bottom padding, you have the top padding, you have the left. You can change it anyhow you like. So that's how to use it. The next one is aligned. Assuming to make it under to make it more understandable. So let's start standard um creativity, um featuring Badu. So tap on OK. You see these are too big. So, and you see, if you check it, this this text did not follow the rule of alignment. And if you want to align it, so the auto align is, it will just, you see, after you type on the align, maybe you don't know how to align it, or you want to make it, you want to do a fast thing, you just tap on this align. You see it's auto align it. That's alignment to the what? To the left. And if you want to maybe do it as a heading, you see it return it to normal. If you want to use alignment to the what? To the right, so that's when you tap on this one to the right. You see it's aligned to the right. So that's the function of that key. So the spacing, if you want to space them, you see, it will space them, it will space all the letters one by one. If you want to space the word, you see, it space them, it will space them. That's the function of it. So this line spacing is, if you want to space the line from standard on the vertical line, that's the useful of the line spacing. That's the function of it. If you want to space the vertical line, if you want to space it, you see, that's how to space it. So the chart, if the stroke is, if you want to add stroke to your word, you tap on this mark button, you see it has stroke. But the stroke, if you want to increase the weight of the stroke, you you use this stroke with, you see, you will increase it. If you want to change the color of the stroke, you change it here. If you want to add gradients to this as the color of the stroke, you see, you mark it. So the function of the shadow is to add shadow to a word, you see. After you add the stroke to it, you add what? You add shadow to it. If you want to make it more blur, you see, the shadow will look blur. If you want to reduce the opacity, change the color of the shadow, you can change the color of shadow also. You see, I change the color of the shadow from black to what? To green, you see. So if you want to change the offset of X to X, if you want to make it more real, you see, you can change the X. For those of us that do mathematics and physics, X and Y direction, you understand, this X and this was Y direction, negative and positive Y, positive and negative X, you see. That's how to use them. So the function of the inner shadow is to add, it will form inner shadow to the word, not outer one. There are difference between them. It will form inner shadow between the S and T. It will form inner shadows with them to make them look as if they're joined together. You understand? So the next one is embross. Yes, they are also used to make something look real. So the word will look more real. You can increase the intensity, increase the embedded light, specular hardness, you see. Bevel, you can decrease the bevel and increase the specular hardness, anyhow you like it. The more you edit these four keys, the more it look real. So this perspective is also useful. You can you can make you can change the shape, you can make it be like water, like mirror, as if you view it with microscope. You can use this perspective to do the function too. That's the function of this one too. It's more useful if you know how to make use of it very well. If you keep practicing on how to use it. This 3D rotate, if you want to rotate in 3D way, you see, yeah, I know you have been seeing some design that they will change the word will bend in 3D way. You see how it's bent, you see, that's how to change it. This for X, and for Y is what? This for Y. You see how it's changed. You have been seeing some design that they type a word like this. That's how they use it. They use 3D rotate. Get. So this 3D test is when you want to let your word to as long one to form 3D. You see, you can increase the depth of the 3D. You see, it increases, it decreases. You can form it to form oblique, perspective. You see, it's very useful, this 3D. You can change the color of the 3D to gradient. If you want to change the color, you can change it to green, the depth color. So the reflection is used if you want to make your word to reflect on the background. It's reflect. You can change the vertical offset to make it reflect on the background. So